tulikuwa tunamuelewa na Wakenya wengi wanamuelewa, hata yale mambo alifanya mwaka wa 2007. Atueleze siku moja kama yeye ni Mkristo, atueleze ni nini ilifanyika kwa kanisa la Kiambaa.
Political temperatures are continuing to go high in the Kenyan Republic. And yesterday, Martha Karua came out to remind Kenyans how William Ruto participated in the killing of people in Kiambaa. We all know during the 2007 elections, William Ruto, together with Uhuru Kenyatta, was taken to the ICC, and William Ruto was accused of killing people in Kiambaa. Now, since the political tensions are growing up, most especially in Mountain Kenya. By the way, Mountain Kenya is a pillar in the Kenyan politics. You cannot wish it away. It has been in the presidency since independence, either by getting presidents or deputy presidents. In fact, on all 5 presidents, the Mountain Kenya has had 3 people as presidents. So, a person who makes statements like Martha Karua to remind Kenyans that William Ruto killed people, it might not be taken for granted. Yesterday, Martha Karua reminded William Ruto that they want the presidency in 2027 and that he should stop the hypocrisy of wanting the church so much, forgetting that he killed the people in the church. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the statements of Martha Karua of attacking William Ruto politically, to an extent of accusing him of killing people in the church, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want you to know that if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So, Martha Karua is a political player. In fact, one of the strongest women in politics. He has been in the politics for a long time. He's among the few women who have ever stood for presidency. He came out and reminded William Ruto that be ready in 2027, that he still wants to get to the presidency. Although I think it is just political talk to sell himself so that he can win the Kirinyaga seat, because Martha Karua doesn't have the zeal to fight for the presidency. A clear example is in the 2022 general election. Even the polling station she voted on was owned by Ruto and Gachagua. I'll do a video on that maybe another day. The purpose of this video is to talk about the comments of Martha Karua, who reminded Ruto that she still wants the presidency. Although I think Martha Karua cannot be president. He doesn't have the magnet for the people. I normally tell people that being the presidency is God-given. That's why the people who have been elevated to the president are not normally the smartest. There are very many people who speak in parliament with aura, with everything, yet they cannot control what people who control the presidents can. Okay? During a ceremony, Martha Karua came out and reminded William Ruto that he killed people in Kiambaa, that he must stop, hiding himself behind the church. That also they are looking forward to get a presidential candidate who will get a flag, because we all know the Azimio is broken up. In fact, the reason as to why I dislike Kalonzo musyoka, that after Raila Amolo Odinga running away from them, they continue to hold Azimio. This was the right time to charter their own path. Martha Karua came out to say that he ran away from Azimio, and that they are planning to get a flag bearer to the presidency. Before I speak on this more, let me first give you the tape as Martha Karua was speaking on this. Here's the tape.
Ndugu yetu Raila alipoweka mguu mmoja ndani ya serikali na ingine nje, mimi niliondoka. Tukiwa na Kenya tuliondoka nini? Azimio. Hawa ni ndugu zangu, na kwa hivyo tunaelekea njia moja. Wako laini hii, niko laini hii. Na nimesikia matakwa ya mapacha yangu ni kuwa rais. Hata Martha Karua ako na hiyo matakwa. Kwa hivyo laini ni mbili. Na ziko zingine 3, 4, sababu ni watu wengi wanaota. usiue ndoto ya mtu, lakini sote tujue Kenya ni kubwa kushinda mtu. Twende hivyo sababu we are friends. Na maono yetu iko sawa sawa. Tukifika kule mbele tutapata njia ya kuchagua mmoja kati yetu wa kupeperusha nini? Bendera.
That is Martha Karua. I have already told you, Martha Karua is just building himself as a national figure, either to be appointed as a CS or to be the governor of Kirinyaga. Because many of the cases of a person serves herself nationally, it's very easy to get the gubernatorial seat, okay? Because they cannot be president. In fact, when I hear Martha Karua speak, I see them galvanizing themselves so that they can deputize Rigathi Gachagua, because Rigathi Gachagua is a man to watch. Remember, if Rigathi Gachagua runs as president, be rest assured that the mountain will not stand with William Ruto. So William Ruto will have to look in another community for support. And many chances point to the Western if he picks Wetangula. In my opinion, I think Wetangula will be the best fit, not Mudavadi, to deputize Ruto in 2027, because Wetangula is the majority from Bokusu and he delivered. Mudavadi never delivered anything. Even Vihiga, ODM took away Vihiga. Even his member of parliament is ODM. So Wetangula would be the best man to deliver. Okay? But the statements of Martha Karua cannot be taken in isolation. He came out to jab William Ruto, reminding him of 2027. Okay? In fact, these politicians who were at the helm of 2007 are deadly, including Kalonzo musyoka. Those people have run the Kenyan politics for a long time. The reason as to why I supported William Ruto is that he's penetrated the dynasty. But now the reason as to why I'm going to support Gachagua in 2007 is because he's penetrating the Kanu brothers. Although he was Kanu, but not as a politician, he penetrated the Kanu brothers. Okay? So, Martha Karua commented on Ruto, reminded the public of the 2007 ordeal. In fact, the reason as to why the mountain will never vote for Raila, part of it is 2007, because Raila came out to call for this demonstration publicly on news.
3rd of January, and we are inviting our people to come to Uhuru Park. The police are being notified immediately after this, as is required by law, that this meeting is going to take place. It is therefore not going to be an illegal meeting. It's going to be a perfectly legal meeting held in accordance with the laws of this country.
Hata hivyo Raila aliwataka Wakenya kutulia kwa amani.
We are calling on people to conduct themselves constitutionally, and therefore we are going to call for mass action, countrywide, peaceful mass action, peaceful demonstration.
That he called for demonstration, which emerged in the killing of Kikuyus. If it weren't for Raila to call for this demonstration, maybe people wouldn't have died. And I don't solely blame Raila, because for every country which has attained independence, a new constitution, mega changes in the way how the body politic runs, normally lives are lost. That's why the 2020 constitution was brought about blood. The independence was brought about because of shed of blood. The multi-party democracy in Kenya was brought about blood. Normally, the growth of a country is determined by blood, is paid by blood. Okay? Even in Christianity. Okay? Even in Christianity, it's believed that Jesus paid by blood for Christianity to prevail. Okay? So blood pays for a country. Before I speak on this more, let me first give you the tape as Martha Karua was speaking on this. Yeah, is the tape.
Mahali tupo. Tulikuwa tunamuelewa. Na Wakenya wengi wanamuelewa. Hata yale mambo alifanya mwaka wa 2007. Atueleze siku moja, kama yeye ni Mkristo, atueleze ni nini ilifanyika kwa kanisa la Kiambaa. Kama anajenga makanisa, kwanza aende ajenge ya wapi? Ya kwanza Kiambaa. Umeona?
That is Martha Karua. So, the whipping of the emotions, it is well intended. It is being built up for 2027. And it's about to go down. Any person who thinks that Rigathi Gachagua, it will be easy to remove Rigathi Gachagua in office, he must be very stupid. These cases can even drag on in court till 2027. So I think Ruto knows better. The main issue is to cripple the office of the president in the way of funding. Because if you continue funding the office of the president, you give Rigathi Gachagua the resources to run around the country. So by crippling him, I'm not saying that Rigathi Gachagua is poor, that he cannot fund campaigns, but it will also bring a tone on him. Remember, he got loans to acquire those hotels. They're expensive. So by the face value, he may have spent a lot to acquire those assets. He may not have enough. But it's easy, as a person who comes from Mount Kenya, to get funding from different people, from businessmen. If a person like Moro Kabeso can move around the country with limited resources, what about Gachagua? Okay? So the comments of Martha Karua are triggering emotions, are putting Kenya in an election mood in history to see William Ruto as a devil. He is. Okay? Because even me, I never accepted that William Ruto can go this far to fight Gachagua. It was so unfortunate. The reason I'm saying is so unfortunate. If you could bring the ODM members in government who called for march to parliament, march to state house, who never wanted you to be president, give me a reason as to why you can chase Rigathi Gachagua out of office, even though he had made some mistakes. It was wise to let him be in office, get your second term, and leave. In fact, you've created an opposition leader who the courts are going to let off the hook. And we are going to see one of the biggest opposition in Kenya. Of course, that's my opinion. Do make comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. See you on another one. Peace.